I'm so excited to speak with you about this new series. I loved it, and Greece is so iconic to so many people. So, what was it like for the each of you to be able to create a new character in this Greece universe?
Oh, it was such a privilege. Our showrunner, Annabelle, she just created this beautiful world and tapestry of exploring all the pockets of the Grease movie that you didn't get with the movie, but at the same time, paying homage to how spectacular the music and the dancing and the story is of that movie. And so when I was creating Susan, it was so fun to kind of peek in deeper to the socias, because that's not really a character group that you get to explore that much. And who are they? What is their story? How do they hold themselves? Oh, who are these people? And that's what's so fun about being on a prequel series, and is getting to explore those other characters and breathe life into them. So Susan was so much fun.
Yeah. The world of Greece is just fun. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? There's nothing else but fun. I was in a class of it where I played Danny Zuko in my sister's little jacket. It's on the internet somewhere. I dare you to find it. But yes, I was gonna say as well, the socias are not really talked about, or they don't really explored in Greece. And so creating them into fully dimensional people and figuring out what that looks like, what they sit like, how they talk was a really fun. And then just adding that Greece flair, that Greece energy to it was the best.
Yeah. And then for me, I was so excited to do what I guess the intention of the entire show is to kind of turn the lens to other points of view on a story that we know and love so well. And I think Annabelle and our writing team have done such a good job of creating stories that were definitely around, but we just didn't get to hear from. So I think that it's really exciting to get a perspective of someone who walked the halls of Rydell and, experienced the 50s that we all know and love. And so just to kind of get someone else's perspective, I think Hazel does a really cool job of showing us the other side of the camera, if anything. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, that was such an exciting part of it, is we got sort of our Rydell High back, but we were able to sort of shed a spotlight on people that we weren't really hearing their stories in the original one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the series was so much fun just to film in general. Do each of you have a favorite day on set, or a favorite memory that you're looking back on as the series is about to come out?
Shana, you want to start?
I can't say, but I will say that most of my favorite days on set were the group dance numbers. And maybe it's because of my theater background, training, Book of Mormon. I love the idea of being in a room with everyone's energy and just feeding off of one another. There's no greater feeling than having people dance their faces off to incredible music by our team, Justin, Jamal. Everyone was working so hard, and you could just feel the Grease energy in the room of people love what they're doing and they're going to make it as spectacular as it can be. And so honestly, every dance number was my favorite day on set.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a lot of love going around. It was a lot of love for the content, but it was a lot of love for each other. And I personally just loved truly watching everybody else work. Me and Maximo, who plays Shy Guy, one of the T-Birds, we had this thing that we did later on in the process because we watched Nicholas, the guy who plays Gil, work, and he was just always fun and wild and wacky on set, and he made all these crazy choices. So later on in the season, Maximo and I would come on set and we'd be like, right, what would Nicholas do? What would Nicholas do for our scene? Because get those ideas flowing. And it was just watching everybody, and Jackie Hoffman and all that improv and these two beautiful ladies. Truly, it was just fun to watch everybody, and it helps me create my character as well.
Yeah.
Agree. I'll add on and say, one of my first days, it was one of our first days where we were shooting the pep rally, and we had everyone there in full Rydell, and so for Susan, she gets to wear the iconic Rydell cheerleader outfit, which I'm a huge fan of the original Grease movie. So it's what Sandy and all the girls are wearing. So that was so special for me to see everyone dressed up, all the football players, our whole cast was there that night, and to do a night shoot. They're very bonding because they're long hours. But it was so special because it felt like we were in the real Grease movie.
Yeah.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Thank you for the best summer of my short life.
And welcome to the 1954 to 55 school year.
Olivia, save your seat on my lap.
Sure to be our greatest year at Rydell yet.
We promised Roy and Bill we'd eat lunch with them today.
to end the divisions among us.
I want to be a T-bird.
And become a truly united Rydell.
He told me exactly what you did to get that jacket.
It's not as bad as it seems. These things blow over.
Maybe for you.
There are a lot of kids in Rydell who are sick of feeling like they're not welcome here.
I know what it feels like to not be like the others. We have to think big, really change things. Everyone already thinks we're such bad girls.
Watch out, fellas. It's a girl game.
We're not girls, we're ladies. The pink ladies. We're gonna need some jackets.
Pink Lady Pledge is
To act cool, to look cool, and to be cool.
till death do us part.
Think pink. The world's changing, boys. Maybe sometimes you gotta be bad to do good.